one, go.
Hi Kelly, can we speak with you for a minute?
Sure. How are you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm tired, but doing well. What's going on? Should I be nervous here? Am I in trouble?
You're not in trouble, but we did want to have a meeting with you about your performance plan.
We feel that you are not progressing the way that you should be at this point in the program. There are great things about you that we want to mention as well. You're very eager to learn. You're always well prepared in your room, your own time, and you have a great attitude to learn. But there's other things that you're not quite demonstrating at this point in the program that you should be.
Do you know what kind of things? Because I thought I've been doing pretty well.
Well, there have been a few things brought to our attention that we've seen, and also some of the other Srnas have mentioned. I'll just go ahead and give you some examples. There was an incident where one of the Srnas asked you what you would do with a venous air embolism, and you told me you said that you would put a needle into the right side of the heart to treat a venous air embolism.
Well, that's what I learned in my basics class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's incorrect. So the appropriate thing to do when they brought that to your attention would be to go and look it up.
I think you were confusing that clinical scenario with the tension pneumothorax, so it'll help a lot if you're not clear of the answer to go ahead and look it up, maybe write it up for the CRNA that has been asking you the questions if you're not sure about what the answer is.
Okay. Yeah, I really thought I knew that one.
Another instance was when you tried to wake your patient up and you forgot to turn the gas off, but you couldn't figure out why they weren't waking up when they were.
Oh yeah, but they said that happens to everybody. They always say like every time you're a student, you at least do that once.
But you've done it multiple times.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any other things?
Yeah, another CRNA brought something to my attention. You were trying to extubate a patient at one point, and you removed the endotracheal tube without deflating the cuff, which could
Yeah, I guess that
some
could cause
damage.
trauma.
Right.
But the patient, I think, was fine that time.
The patient was fine, but you have to be a little bit more careful about, just keeping those things in mind and just organizing your thoughts and just trying to, just doing things like one time you were trying to manually ventilate the patient with a mask and the circuit wasn't connected, so there was nothing.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I think like the anesthesia tech doesn't always put on the machine, or I think it's like put in a different place, and sometimes I guess I just forget.
So the bottom line is that we think you're not progressing well, and we want to help you because I think you're a great student. You just have to really just focus on what you're doing and just try to improve clinically. I know your grades are awesome. You're doing very well didactically, but in clinical you're not. And if you don't get better, we're going to have to let you go. Now, we don't want to get there. That's why we want to see if you could suggest something for us to help you.
Okay, well, like, I just want to say, nobody's said anything to me, like, especially even like these scenarios that you said, the right atrium, putting a needle there, like the CRNA never really corrected me, they just didn't say anything when I gave them that response. And like the other situations, like they seemed to just kind of laugh it off, like it was nothing, like not a big deal. So I feel like I haven't really been told I've been doing poorly. And actually, my evaluations look good. I have one here. And it says like fulfill, so and this is by the anesthesiologist, so I don't understand why would they put fulfill if I'm just doing poorly all the time. And I don't have any evaluations saying that, especially with these scenarios that I did anything wrong. I come on time, I'm here all the time. I think that I'm like really nice to everybody. I don't really get upset, I don't question anything, I just do my own thing.
So that's
And I
something
feel like I'm working.
That's something that's a problem on our end. So that is an issue that we need to address. We are going to talk to the staff CRNAs and address the fact that they are giving you good evaluations when they're coming to us with problems about you.
Okay.
So I think what we need to do then is sit down with them and really discuss exactly what the evaluation means and that they should be providing you with honest feedback in order to help you.
Yeah, and I think that I don't know, maybe I think I get nervous a lot. It's easy, to get nervous a lot. Every time I switch sites, I feel like I'm walking into, like I'm a new student all over again. I feel nervous every time. and then working with all these different CRNAs, everybody has their own recipe on how they wanna give anesthesia. So I feel like, I'm constantly trying to change my ways to do what they want me to do, so it's hard for me to build my own, routine of things. So I'm constantly thinking, what would they do in this scenario, and I'm trying to adapt to them. So I feel like I'm constantly with different CRNAs.
Okay, perhaps we can help you there by assigning you to work with one CRNA, kind of like a one-to-one training. Maybe you
I
could,
think that would be a
just
good
help
idea.
her and just work with her for like a long period of
Maybe
time,
the
maybe a
next
month
4
or-
weeks,
Yeah.
we'll always be together, me and you, one-to-one, to help kind of
Okay.
reduce some of that anxiety.
Will you guys end up giving me autonomy then, to know that, I mean, or will I always be with somebody
Depending on
to,
how
like-
you're progressing, yeah, that's something we can start working into the
But we can
training.
definitely be right there to point out to you when you're making mistakes, when you're doing the wrong thing.
It might also help if at the end of the case or at the end of the day, you come to your CRNA and ask her, how was your performance that day and what else you could do to improve.
Okay.
Maybe a verbal feedback the same day would be a little bit more effective than having an evaluation
Right.
throughout.
Mhm.
And also, I think it would be helpful if maybe before, like, we start doing cases at the beginning of the day, we could go into an empty room and maybe go over in a kind of a stress-free environment what we're going to be doing exactly for that case. You're going to walk me through your induction, your management, your emergence
Okay, so you want me to talk you through everything, I guess,
before we do the case. Yes.
Okay, so do you think that if I do these things and I'm with you and you're working with me, do you think that I have a good chance of benefiting